Well, here we are at the start of stop number 5 of the Gravity East series at Snowshoe Mountain. Going to be on course here. Conditions are a little slick. It's been a little damp in the recent days this week. The conditions are showing it a little bit. We're going to be taking our usual route down to West Ridge Road. So over the Cupcake Gap here. Right under the lift line. People who race our mountain are pretty familiar with this one. You got to shred this corner, which is a little easier actually in the damp conditions. Not as loose and dry. Make our way down into this section, which has some nice little step rocks and roots. A little bit technical in there, but unweighting the bike, getting her to load and unload through there and make good speed, good control. I'm going to cross West Ridge Road here and drop back into the woods. Actually taking our route called Judy Chop to the right here and drop into some new machine work that was built a few weeks ago. And we're going to split to the left and over this step down to another step down, which is a pretty fun section here. Quite a bit of gravity, pretty steep in here, lots of load, a little off camber over this road. Back into a trail called Upper Hairball off of the rock drop here and out into the ski slope. This is going to get pretty loose and wet this weekend. Here's a new feature up and over this rock. A nice drop there and into the woods. Tire choices might be opting for a little more spiky knobs, help you in those soft, loose conditions. And here's some more machine work, some new trail section coming into Upper Hairball. Making our way through the corners in here. We've been on this trail once this season with our races, and it's nice and packed, nice and hard in here. Rolling fast, much more speed carried through this section than there used to be. Nice berms here, through a little bit of a rock garden, and we'll find the exit of our trail right here. This route carries us pretty good speed down into the midsection of our mountain, which is a little bit of a flatter section of our mountain. So you can carry that speed out of Upper Hairball and now into Pro DH. Trail bed's raised, so it drains pretty well, and water is not too much of an issue. But rolling at speed is very important here, so you want to carry all that speed out of Upper Hairball down into this section. Pedaling and having fitness. Hopefully this time at this point in the season you guys have a little bit of a fitness base underneath you. And into our hip jump. It's pretty well known. And we'll drop back down into the lower section of Pro DH. This section in here, quite braking points are pretty important, so maintaining the traction but also the exit speed to carry into these little straightaways is pretty huge. A right hand turn into a left, and this has some more support in it than it used to last year when the last time Gravity East was here. So I'm sure you guys who haven't been here since the last Gravity East race, you'll find some very nice changes to the trail system. Coming down this long off-camber section, we actually have a bit of a berm there with a pipe in it now, so camber kind of holds our speed a bit better. More control coming in to that section and dropping into the Lincoln Log area. So this is a well-liked section for our track. We run now and then. That's the Lincoln Log there. Carrying good speed. Try to ride these berms and keep the average speed up. And instead of heading right up here under the lift and off that rock drop, we're actually going to take an old Norbo route here straight ahead, just like that, over the rock. A bit of a technical drop and landing in that area. Down into this little bit of single track that we haven't rode in years off of this rock here. May get routed a little bit different on that, but pretty fun. Nice open grass section. You can see the route to the left that's actually going to be used. Again, another grass, open, flat turn slope. Spike tire might be a benefit if it ends up being pretty wet. Dropping into the final stretches of our course. A lot of speed here, kind of this option main line on the right that people tend to take. Try to open up this corner a bit and come inside, carry the speed over this finish line, step down. pretty much no brakes down into the finish here, carrying all that speed, crossing the finish line. And that is a run on our course for stop number 5 of the Gravity East Series. For more details, you can visit ride.snowshoemtn.com as well as gravityeastseries.com. Weather's going to be a little wet, but I think overall, plenty of fun to be had. Should be good course conditions. Track is more than ready to handle it. Love to see you here.